Let's say you love doing artwork. You draw portraits, people, landscape, and all these for just fun. For a long time, you have been thinking to start an Instagram page, and finally, you did it. You posted your artworks in Instagram, and also you hoped for new clients who would love to pay money for your artworks. Finally, it happened. But after doing some artworks, let's say you have done 15 artworks for money. After doing that, you feel so empty. It's just look like a mere task. The job, once you enjoy it, doesn't to be fun. You don't know why. And this phenomenon is called OverJustification Effect. Before deep diving into that, you need to know about something, that is motivation. I am sure that this is not a motivation video, but we need to know about that little bit. When we are doing any task, we all are driven by motivations, either intrinsic or extrinsic. Let's say you are playing a video game. You are doing the thing because you enjoy doing it. You love the experience that is given by the video game. And also, it is so fun to play. You feel super excited at that moment. And this is called intrinsic motivation. Here, you do the things because you love the experience and not for the reward. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation is quite opposite. It is driven by the external factors. That is, you are doing something because of the reward that you are gonna get at the end. Going for the job that you don't like is an example for this. Because you are doing something that you don't like to get an external reward at the end. Often it is money. And actually, it is not a bad thing. But when you are often driven by the extrinsic motivation than the intrinsic, you are likely to be burned out. Also, when you add an extrinsic motivation while having intrinsic motivation, the performance will reduce. For example, as we discussed earlier, you love to do an artwork. You draw portraits, people, landscape, all these for fun. But when you start an Instagram page and you're charging the clients, you did not love the work. It's just like a mere task. The art once you enjoyed doesn't seem to be fun now. Various studies shows that adding an external reward such as money to a task that is you are intrinsically motivated seems to reduce the overall performance. And this is called overjustification effect. And this overjustification effect occurs only to a task that you are already intrinsically motivated. And also there is another study that tells us that if an external reward is placed for the performance than for the completion of task, it would not trigger the overjustification effect. Rather than it would increase the intrinsic motivation. This may not work in our situation. And what I'm trying to say is, some hobbies could be hobbies. Obviously, we all need money. Even you turn your hobby into work and struggle with it, my tip is that spend a little time alongside for you. Redo the things that you love doing with that hobby. Like here, drawing for fun than only drawing for clients. Just let it be purely intrinsic. And you do for the client, be extrinsic. Of course, it will not purely for money, but mainly concentrate on that. So you would not burn out and hate what you once loved. As usual, anyway, it's just my opinion. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you didn't click the subscribe button, kindly subscribe for me story version.